Hello, Wagner. How are you today?
I'm fine. What about you, teacher?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Hi, Mario again. Okay. Uh, let's wait for a few minutes to see if the other guys are coming in, and then we can start our class. So, how is the situation of the COVID-19 in your area, Wagner? Let's fool around for a few minutes.
Okay, here, we still have quarantine.
Okay.
I believe until the end of the month, we are
Okay.
still confined. But what I
Confined.
what I see is a lot of people going out of home.
Anyway, yes.
More than usual.
Yeah, that is not good. Here on Monday, our mayor announced that all gyms, barbershops, hairdressers could reopen.
Where do you
Understand?
live, teacher?
I live in between a city in Minas called Itajubá and Campos do Jordão. I
Oh,
live
I see.
closer to Campos do Jordão, but I live
Mm-hmm.
on the Minas side. I am like 20 k's from downtown Campos. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
live in the mountains on a
Oh,
farm.
good.
But the nearest big city, because if I want to go to campus, it's unpaved. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
If I want to go
I
to like Itajubá, it's just a few kilometers unpaved, and then everything is paved. So it's easier for us to go shopping in either Itajubá or in a very small place called Pirano Sul.
mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. I thought you lived
But
in USA. That's why I asked you.
not now, not now. No, I used to live in Seattle. I don't
Oh.
know. I told you about Boeing. I used to live there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I came back to Brazil. From Brazil, I moved to Europe, and then I came back to Brazil again because of the situation in Europe. Okay. But I
Mm-hmm.
have plans of returning to Europe. It depends on the market there, understand? I think there's going to
Yes.
be a big recession over there. And I don't know, but I think I have to go back to decide what to do with my place or close down permanently, sell my car, okay, because I just left the car there in a garage.
Let me
Okay,
see. Don't you think that
and I
Europe
have to,
is more expensive than here to live?
it depends. Okay, it depends, really depends. I don't think it's more expensive because you earn a lot more. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
so
see.
uh, yeah, we can say the cost of living here is cheaper if you, let's say, convert everything into euros. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but there you can earn a lot more than here.
Yeah.
Just for you to have an idea, I used to get like 50 euros per hour of class in company. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Here, it would be like the same, about 50 reais, okay, discounting all taxes, okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I could do a lot more with 50 euros than with 50
Mm-hmm.
reais, okay.
On January, I was looking for a job in Canada. I was trying to move there. I already had
Canada
a
is a nice place.
yes. I
An
already had
offer,
an interview. Yes, actually, just an interview. I sent
okay.
my CV, and she said it was good, and she was getting a
Interested,
meeting. Yes, but
okay.
we got this COVID. I don't think I can get there anymore because a lot of person has lost their jobs there. You know.
Yes, and Canada, they will always prioritize offering jobs to people that are Canadians, understand?
Yes, for sure.
Uh, I, I remember that after graduating, I am a civil engineer. Okay, after
Mm-hmm.
graduating from college, I did receive an offer to work for a company in Canada too. But Seattle and Vancouver are very nearby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because I had the job offer, I had everything, but I could not get, let's say, a legal work permit because they told me they needed to see if there wasn't any civil engineer available, understand, in the area to occupy my position or the position that had been offered to me. And then they found one. Okay, so they had to hire another guy. And it was in the company of a friend of mine. We went to school together, understand? So his father was giving me a chance to work there, but he couldn't finalize the hiring because of this. They had to hire a Canadian engineer, understand? So I remember I said, that's okay. I'll go back to Brazil. The military regime is over, so maybe the opportunities are going to be good in Brazil. And I was absolutely okay. I came back to Brazil, the situation was terrible. Okay. Yes.
As usual.
It was the, yes. And nothing has changed so far. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. That was the early 1980s. Okay. I came back and I remember there was a very serious recession in the area of construction, okay? And it was not possible to establish myself as...
You are not too old. How old are you, teacher?
I'm 60.
Oh, you're good. You look good. Right.
That's because of all the makeup my wife puts on me before starting the class.
Oh, great.
Okay. Yes, but I'm already 60 years old. Yes. The only advantage, I think, is that I started college at a very early age. I was only 17 when I started college.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and I was already graduated by the age of 21. Okay, so that was usually, I was the youngest guy at the University of Washington at the time. Okay? Very cautious. Okay. Anyway, hello, Carol again. Hello, Marcos. How are you guys?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Fine, and you? Good evening.
I'm all right.
Good evening.
Good evening. Carol!
Yes.
Were you able to discover anything about the BIOS?
Teacher, I didn't have time, but I will check and tomorrow I let you know.
Who is Arios?
Okay. Yes, I told Carol yesterday to check them. It's a friend of mine. Carol, I tried to find, I couldn't find, okay, because it was over 30 years ago. So I don't know if it's still available, if it's online.
Yes, I will show in the site of the TJ, I don't know in English the name, the court, but I will check
Supreme
tomorrow.
Court.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And I
Doing
told
a
you.
search in Google, I couldn't find, okay? I did find something about the mother, I think the inventory of the mother, she passed away, okay? The mother of my friend. Nothing about this, okay? So anyway, when you have a chance, don't worry about that. It was just
no, okay, no problem. Tomorrow I will check.
That's okay. Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about yesterday. Let's see if we have a chance to finish. Okay, let me share the screen with you. Now you guys probably know a lot about telecommuting, but since it's like as they say in Twitter, it's one of the top trends, okay? Let's continue talking about this so you'll be more fluent in this area, okay? So the pros and cons and risks of working from home, okay? So Carol, as the only girl in the class, can you start, please?
Yes. Allowing employees to work from home, otherwise known as telecommuting, is becoming a common human resource discussion. One of the main focus of this discussion is how this trend affects companies. You might be surprised to learn that studies, including a recent study by Stanford University, have found that employees who work remotely are often more productive and work longer hours than those who head into the office.
It's remotely.
Remotely, okay, remotely.
Yeah, and one of the main focuses is in the plural. You're reading the singular.
Focuses. Ah, okay, okay.
Okay. Other than that, nothing else. Any problem about this or no?
No.
Okay. Wagner, can you continue reading for us? You can read this short paragraph and you can also read the first one here. Okay.
Yes. To garner a better understanding of trend, we have outlined the most prevalent pros, cons, and even risk of this hot
Risks.
topic. Risks
Okay.
of this hot topic. Pros of telecommuting. Employees are more engaged in their work. The Society for Human Resource Management reported on a recent study that found teleworkers are more productive and less likely to take time off work, even when sick.
Okay. Now, you can stop there. Thank you very much. Now, is there any phrase, any word, or any expression that you're not familiar with here or no?
Garner.
Yeah.
To collect, okay? To get,
Great.
collect a better understanding of this trend, okay? So the idea is to provide you with a better understand. We have outlined the most prevalent pros and cons and even risks of this hot topic, especially nowadays, okay? So the first one we had already seen, that the idea is that you end up working more at home than at the office, okay?
Yeah.
Because in the United States, I don't know if you have ever heard about, every company has a policy, but usually you have like 5 or 6 days off per year when you can call in sick. Have you ever heard this expression?
No.
Yes. To call, okay? Call in sick, okay? That means in Brazil, if you are sick and you don't go to work, what do you need to present the next day you go to work?
The
A paper
doctor.
from the doctor that says for you.
I don't know
The
the
doctor's statement or a declaration saying that you were sick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the United States, in Canada, in Europe, you have like a certain number of calling sick days per year. And you just have to call and say, I'm just calling in sick. Only this. You don't even have to explain. Understand? And you don't have to show any declaration of any doctor stating that you were sick. Understand? So
Yeah.
it's interesting because many times when you drink a lot and the next day you wake up with a terrible hangover, many people call in sick. Understand? It's true. It's true. It's possible. Understand? This has happened with friends of mine several times. Okay. Oh, I've got a terrible hangover. Aren't you going to work? No, I'm calling sick. Okay, so not feeling well today. Okay, I'm calling sick. Bye. Boom. That's it. Okay. I remember that one day I was walking in Las Vegas and I saw a T-shirt, and it was a very funny one. I didn't buy it, of course, but I thought it was very funny. It was like this: I ran out of call in sick days. So now I am calling in bed.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, of course, it doesn't exist this. You're not going to call in to say you're dead, right?
Yeah.
You died, you can't call. But it was funny. It was American humor, understand? I ran out of calling sick days, so now I'm calling in bed. Okay? I thought it was funny. Anyway, the first one, no problem then. Only Garner.
Yes.
Okay, Max, can you read number 2? Employers.
Employers train crucial employees. The flexibility of telecommuting helps employers retain key employees who may otherwise leave because of personal reasons, such as moving further from the office. In fact, employees who evade extensive work commutes often experience less stress and can better sustain a positive work-life balance.
Okay, crucial, crucial.
Crucial.
Employers retain crucial employees. Okay.
Crucial. Okay.
Any problem about this or no?
No.
So you see, the works keep coming. Commutes, extensive work commutes. That means like your friend that takes 3 hours to get to work and 3 hours to get back home.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Understand?
Mhm.
So if she's a really good employee, if the company wants to keep her, they might offer her the chance of working at home or telecommuting. Okay?
Yeah.
At all. Can you read the next part?
I think now it's Wagner, no, teacher?
Yeah, it's
But
like.
but I can read.
No, it's you, Carol.
Wagner.
It's me? Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Wagner started.
She's
okay.
passing by.
Yes. Wagner started. Okay.
Okay. It is cost efficient for both the employer and employees. The Stanford University study also examined a Chinese travel agents and found that the company saved an annual average of about 2,000 per person employee who worked remotely.
Okay. Remotely. It's cost efficient. Efficient. Okay.
Efficient. Okay.
Yes. Oh, there is one more part here.
Ah, okay. This is because the telecommuting reduces expenses across the board, from real estate and building maintenance to security, furniture, office supplies, and other expenses. Employees also can see a positive effect of telecommuting by saving on minor expenses such as fuel costs.
Yeah. Saving on minor expenses,
Minor, okay.
such as fuel costs.
Fuel.
Okay.
Okay.
Any problem or no? I think this paragraph was easy. Or do you have any problem about this or no?
No.
Wagner, is that okay?
I'm okay, teacher.
Okay. So let's go back to read. The cons of
Okay.
telecommuting.
Employees experience issues with work personal boundaries. For parents, telecommuting while their kids are home is often a difficult task. Making a frequent transition between the role of a parent and the role of a professional at home can often be confusing for children who may not understand why you are unable to be continuously available.
Okay, good. Do you understand this?
I don't know what it means, boundaries.
Limits.
Okay.
Okay, personal boundaries, personal limits. Okay.
Okay.
At home, it's kind of difficult to establish these boundaries when you have kids. They can't accept the idea that you are home, so you're free, you are available. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Marcus, you were going to ask me a question.
No, It was boundary. If I can use this
Ah,
word for limit between states, for example, or cities, or just for personal things.
no, I have seen it in use for that, okay? But usually they say borders, okay?
Okay.
Borders. But
Yeah,
boundaries,
borders.
yes, borders.
It's
Hey,
different.
Wagner, I just would like to comment something about your reading. Oh, you're reading between the whole of a parent and the whole of a professional at home. Whole is this first word here.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here is
Oh,
roll.
Roll.
Roll. Yeah, you
Roll.
have to roll your tongue. Roll.
Roll.
Okay? It's just,
Roll.
yes, it's
Roll it
just,
down the river.
yes, roll it. That's it. Roll it. Okay? It's just
Okay.
like the R. Okay, here in Minas, it's very easy for the Mineiros to pronounce that because they say porta, portão, porteira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the R, roll. Okay, hold and roll. Okay,
Thank you so much.
understand this word, by the way? Understand the word, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay, here we say usually paper, okay? The paper of the parents, but in English is the roll of the paper. Marcus, the second part, employees.
okay. Employees are left out of social activities. Experts agree that socializing among colleagues is very important to build positive trust and support in the workplace. Those who work from home may forego,
Forgo.
forego, forego important collaborative opportunities that occur during social activities and network events. Forgo, what is this?
Okay. And it, read, I think you can understand. Those who work from home may forego important collaborative opportunities. Do you think you will take part in them or you miss them?
Miss them.
That's the idea. They may miss important collaborative opportunities. Okay, because when you are at your office, maybe sometimes they say, oh, we are going for a few drinks after work. You want to come? Sure. This is good for your networking, understand? Maybe you meet other people, you talk outside the office. If you are working at home, this is not going to happen, all right? So
Yeah.
that's the idea. Another problem or no?
No.
Can I move? Can I move on? Hey, Carol.
Sorry, no problem.
Okay. Carol, could you please
Yes.
read number 3?
Yes, employees experience less creative due to lack of collaboration. Research on creativity has found that certain moments of brilliance are sparked by unexpected conversation. For instance, while grabbing a cup of coffee with a colleague. Lack of presence in the office prohibits telecommuters from experiencing unintentional creativity throughout the workday.
Throughout. Okay, throughout.
Okay,
The workday.
throughout the workday.
Okay. Any problem here or no?
Spark.
Yeah.
I know Spark
Yes.
with key L.
Spark plugs.
Just what?
Do you know like spark plugs?
Spark plugs.
Yes. Never heard of this? Probably you don't have these in airplanes, but you have inside of a motor engine, you know, like in a car, you have the spark plugs. They are little plugs like these that are inside of the carburetor, I think. And then they produce a spark that ignites the gasoline, causing the pistons to move up and down.
Yes, but
Understand?
this word is with L, no? S-P-A-R-K-L-E. No sparkle?
No, it's spark plugs.
Oh,
I'm
I see.
I'm not even familiar with the word you are saying. Sparkle. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know if that is a specific word in your area, but in my area, I've never heard it. Let me see. The verb is to spark and also the noun, sparks. Sometimes when the spark plugs get rusted, your car starts consuming more because they are not producing, they're not igniting. You understand? Sparkle.
Yes, it's right,
Sparkle.
teacher. Spark plugs is this way that you said.
Yes. Sparkle means to shine brightly with flashes of light. Okay? Has nothing to do with this. Okay? Yes. Sparkle. It's like a shine. Okay? I think that word is not part of my vocabulary because I never sparkle. Okay? Never shine. I think it sounds a little gay, okay, but it's okay. Now, sparked was ignited, okay? The idea here is that certain part of your creativity comes out of the informal conversation that you have in an office scenario, okay? Like said here, while grabbing a cup of coffee with a colleague, he might say something and that sparks something in your mind and you go back to your desk and you just do it, understand?
The idea is the same. It caused something. This caused something, provoked something.
Yes, you know the verb to ignite? Ignite?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It's the same of to spark.
Okay.
It ignites or sparks. Okay, it's the same.
Okay.
They're synonyms. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Like when you go
What the
talk
guy,
to someone and in the middle of the conversation you have the idea to solve your problem. Like
exactly. Yes, like a spark. Sparked your creativity. Understand?
yeah.
That is exactly the idea. Understand? Certain moments of brilliance are sparked by unexpected conversations. Okay? So that means they just come out of the blues, understand? Unexpectedly. Okay? That's the idea.
Yes. Well, teacher, both verbs ignited and spark, can I use in this sense, or for example, to the fiery something?
Yeah. In order to produce the fire, you need to produce sparks. Understand?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Understood.
The other day, I had a serious conversation with my wife because in my house, we have a lighter. Understand a lighter?
Yeah. Yeah.
That used to light a cigarette. You know, a lighter?
Yes.
But the lighter has no more gas inside, no more fluid inside, understand? So we only use it to make the sparks in order to turn on the stove. And I saw somebody send me by WhatsApp, I think. What are the signs of poverty? One of them was to use a lighter to make sparks. I told my wife, throw away that, okay? We're not that poor yet, okay? And she said, but it's so efficient. I said, yes, but it's a signal of poverty. I don't want to feel that, understand? And it was very funny because every time my wife goes to the supermarket, she gets some extra shopping plastic bags, understand? To use as trash. And that was another sign. I said, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're really poor, baby. We are really poor.
I completely understand.
Yes. I told her, throw away. Yeah, throw away the bags, throw away the old lighter. Okay, let's buy or let's fix the stove. Because at the beginning, it worked. You would just rotate the button and it would produce a spark. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how. Maybe Marx can understand that. There was an electric
oven.
spark.
Yeah.
Yes. No, the stove.
The stove, electric stove. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But during a storm, there was a lightning, and I think it short circuited. Understand? After that, it stopped sparkling. Understand? So we use an old lighter now. Okay. Now, the risks of telecommuting. Is it Carol or Wagner again?
It's Wagner
Or
now.
Marcos?
I don't know. I am lost.
No, you read the last part. Yes, the risks
Yes, I
of
think.
telecommuting. Wagner, can you go ahead, my friend?
Yes, for sure. Just answering your last question. In airplane, we have two spark plug for engine.
You do? So,
Yes.
oh, okay. It's good to
Yeah,
know. I thought it was only in cars.
No. We have two.
Yeah, but the idea, I think, is the same. When you start the motor, you need to produce ignite the engine.
Yes,
Yes, so you have spark. But are they big or they are kind of small?
I believe it's 5 times than a car. The size.
Regular car, yes.
Mm-hmm.
4 times the size?
Yes, 4 times.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know about that. But good to know. Living and learning every day.
Teacher, about your stove, if the lightning causes the damage in your electronic device, like your stove in this situation, the company of electricity has to pay for the concert, not the concert, but they have to fix
or the repair.
Yeah, the repair.
Yes.
The repair will
by the time, by the time I can get some money out of Semig, I think I will probably be dead. Okay.
I would like to see that the company responsible for that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's their liability. But,
yes, of course.
In order to get the money, understand? They will come out with a lot of excuses. Like I know that my mother.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say that my mother-in-law has an insurance. Understand? And it's funny because everything that short circuits during normal days, she keeps saving. When there is a very big storm, okay, lightning storm, and the next day she calls insurance and says, oh, the lightning storm destroyed my refrigerator, my microwave oven, my air conditioning, and then they change everything for her, okay? But she has an insurance against this. I don't.
Yeah.
I see. But I think it's like a rule that the company has to give you if your television, or if your refrigerator or microwave or something like this break.
Yeah, I know. The law exists. But I think, as Carol said, it's difficult to get it. Understand?
Yeah.
Not easy. It's not like just calling them and they will give you the money. Okay, not even a credit in your light bill. Maybe in Bahia is different. Okay, here I don't know. Here I think it's a little bit more difficult. Okay, maybe the utility company from Bahia is a little more generous. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Wagner, can you read it for us?
Sure. Extended workers' compensation. Remote workers are changing the landscape of where traditional business is conducted. This, in turn, also changes the clarity and classification of workers' compensation. Take for instance, an employee who chooses to work while on vacation. There is potential risk that the employee may be injured from unsteady working conditions, such as checking emails while on a boat.
Okay, there is another part here. Although
telecommuters may not initially appear to be a noticeable workers' compensation risk. Many employees could be unaware of the working condition of their employees. The most important step that employees should implement when allowing employees to work from home is to set up clear guidelines in writing, and have the
Yes.
employee read and sign the agreement.
Okay. Did you understand what was the idea here, or you don't understand?
Not too much. Yeah.
I understood.
Marcus, you said you didn't understand it very much. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, read again. So get
It's
there.
just,
Okay.
I believe just because it's a little bit longer.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
For
The idea
us,
is,
for us poor guy, you
as
have
we
to
say,
read and think what we are reading, you know.
I had a girl saying this in the previous class. I asked her to read, and then I asked if there was any question. She said, I don't know, teacher. I have to read again silently. Remember, Carol?
Yes, of course. It's difficult
Yes.
when you read, yeah,
Aloud. Yes.
aloud, yeah.
Yeah, but Marcus, the idea is I can say it in a nutshell. Have you ever heard that expression?
Nutshell, though.
Yes.
I have heard, but I forgot the meaning.
Yes. In a nutshell. It's the same of in short. It's the same of in summary. Okay?
Mm.
I can summarize this entire part in just a few sentences for you.
Oh, thank
By
you.
changing,
Lovely.
yes, by changing your work scenario, you might change, understand, the risks of getting injured. Okay, and the company, as we discussed yesterday, they don't know how to compensate you for any injury you might have. Remember, yesterday we spoke
yeah.
about the things. If you are in the office and you step into a wet area or surface and you fall down and end up breaking your ass or breaking your leg or whatever, it's the company's problem because you are at work. All right?
Yeah.
But what if you are working remotely on a boat, for example? Okay? And then the ocean gets a little violent and you end up falling and hurting yourself. Is it the company's liability?
No.
You can claim, but I don't know if you get any compensation for that. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why they say here, the company needs to establish a guideline for all the telecommuters, establishing what is for them a good place for you to work. And as I told you yesterday, if you don't have conditions to do that, they might have to help you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Understood. Thank you.
Marcus, can you read the second? Increase the risk. This is probably the biggest problem.
Okay. Increases the risk of network privacy and security loss. Maintaining safe and effective network protection can often be difficult enough within an organization, but when employees remotely access documents located on a company's internal network, privacy and security can be compromised. A breach in security could lead to detrimental
situations
and costly
circumstances,
including losses of consumer personal or medical data.
data. Understand this?
Yes.
This is a big problem. Understand? Maybe when you access companies' files from home, maybe your network is not as safe as the company's network. Understand? And then you are more vulnerable to hackers' access. Understand? And then they can just get access.
I don't know.
As we call it, a
Yeah.
breach in security. You
Breaching.
don't know about that?
No, I know, but I don't know if what my company did, it was good or not to avoid these kind of things. Like the IT guy are changing our password more frequently. Like
Yes.
like I think it's 3 years. Each 3 years, no, sorry, 3 weeks. In which 3 weeks they are changing our passwords to access our computer.
3 weeks.
Yes.
3 weeks.
Yes.
That's a long time. That's a very long time.
Oh my gosh, I think it's a short time because all the time I have to change my password. I'm using all the.
That's a very long time.
Keyboard. And
I
they
use.
Okay.
Go ahead, please finish your.
And they created like for some people like a mask of the director, like not director, the device, like the DC, because you have a lot of devices to access the documents of the company. They created a mask in each computer of the people, the employees that have to use to don't access the real one, just a mask to avoid a virus or something like that.
I see. Well, just for you to have an idea, Marcos, I could not access the website of the School do Mundo from Europe. Okay, the site never opened. So the IT guy had to create a special device that would allow me to access and provide them some services while I was in Europe. And every day I had a different access code. Understand?
Every day? Oh my God.
Every day, yes. I would get by WhatsApp, like the daily access code. Okay? And yes, that was the only way. Otherwise, I could not access anything. Okay? Sometimes they would ask me to translate something or to prepare a report to a company or to a school outside Brazil. But I had no access to, because they keep everything in the servers and in the cloud. But no one can access the documents from outside Brazil. Understand? That's very interesting. And then I was in Europe, so I needed special clearance every day. That's why I said 3 weeks is a long time. Okay.
I thought it was a short time.
Yes. So, Carol, can you read this other paragraph to help prevent?
To help prevent potential security breaches, employers should provide telecommuters with company-issued equipment and prohibit administrator privileges. It is also wise for employers to invest in both first-party and third-party business insurance. First-party insurance protects a company's assets, including files, expenses, and internal records. While third parties insurance covers settlements and defense costs in case a third-party lawsuit emerges.
Okay. Understand this paragraph? There are a lot of legal terms here. Okay, Carol?
Yeah.
Settlements, defense costs, in case of a third-party lawsuit emerges. Okay? Any vocabulary problem or no?
Lawsuit.
Yeah, Carol, can you explain to him what is a lawsuit? It's your area.
Oh my gosh, it's difficult. Lawsuit is when you suit someone, is a proceeding.
When you sue.
Yeah, sue someone. When you, this is we have several proceeding and you sue this in a court, for example. I don't know if it's clear, it's difficult. This is a judicial proceeding. Yeah.
Legal.
Yes, yeah, legal proceeding.
Remember what Marcus said? Oh, teacher, if it was your stove was damaged by a lightning, you can get the money from the electricity company, the utility company. But in this case, in order to get compensated for that, it would be necessary for me in Brazil to sue the company, to go into justice and sue them, to open a lawsuit. And this is a problem, okay? It's like Marcus asked, what is piles? I was telling Carol yesterday that I had a friend and her family sued. They opened a lawsuit against the government of São Paulo. It took them more than 100 years to get the decision, Marcus.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, the first generation died, second generation died, and the third generation received the money. Understand?
Oh gosh.
100 years for the decision to be made. Because every time they would decide, the state of São Paulo would appeal. And then another decision in a higher court, to the Supreme Court decided. It took 100 years.
Holy cow.
Now, yes, holy cow. Carol,
yeah.
Let me tell you, and this is good for everybody. In English, there are many words. Pay attention here. I will tell you something that might help you forever. Let me write one more example so it makes it easy. Okay, now I can explain. Pay attention here, please.
Okay.
Every time the same word, same spelling is used as a verb and a noun, there's a difference in pronunciation. Okay? The noun is pronounced always with the first syllable stressed, like record. Okay? And the verb receives the stress in the second syllable. Like the noun here and the verb is record. Okay? Like here we say transfer and the verb is transfer. Like a computer program and program a computer. It's always the same. The verb receives the stress in the second syllable and the noun in the first syllable for all the words that have the same spelling for both noun and verb, noun and verb. Understand this, Carol?
Yes, I understood. But I didn't know that.
Yes, no, and I think this is good for everyone. Because, for example, when you take a bus in the United States or Canada, get on the bus, you can ask the driver for a transfer. So when you get off, you can transfer to another bus without having to pay for it. Understand?
Transfer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the word is I think it's a very good computer program. Okay? But I don't think it was easy to program it. Understand? To program it. That's the verb. Transfer, transfer. Program, program. Record and record. Okay, like I have a record, a vinyl record. Okay, or the words record. But to write down, like to record. Okay, the stress goes to the second syllable. And this is valid for all the words that have the same spelling for both. Now and the book.
Okay. Okay, thank
You
you.
can memorize that. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. That's it for today, guys. I see you tomorrow at the same
Oh,
time.
really? Come
Yes, finished.
on. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
So fast.
time flies.
Yeah. So fast.
Time flies when we are having fun.
Oh,
Yes, it's true.
It's true.
You see? So the classes are not boring. Okay?
No.
Exactly.
If I were boring, you would probably be very thankful. Oh, the class is over.
It's true.
Bye-bye, guys. See you tomorrow at the same
Thank
time.
you.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Carol.
Good
Bye,
evening.
Marcos.
See you. Good evening.
Bye-bye. See you.
Yes. Good night for you all. Bye-bye.